What is up, my fellow hermits? Welcome back to another video. Now, today we're going to be getting back into what is off of my hiatus of me not remembering I had this phone. So, what if Deku had King Crimson? That is the topic today. So, I feel as if everything would go normal. Deku would still be bullied, called Deku, everything. Nothing in his past would really change. Alright. School just ended. Bakugo just exploded his book, and Deku is now sad. He starts to walk home. And as he starts to walk home, he is hit with a random arrow in his neck. Blood gushes out. He can't do anything but stay there in fear. The random person who shot him with the arrow just runs away. Deku awakes. Time seems as if it's passed just a little more. And it is now nighttime. Deku begins to walk home. The whole fiasco with the sludge villain has already happened, except the sludge villain was caught way easier as nobody else was on that street at the time of when Deku was there, so All Might just arrived capturing the sludge villain. Nobody was there to hang on to his legs. He doesn't know about One For All. Nothing. So, he gets home. His mother worried. Just sitting in a chair, rocking back and forth. Izuku, you're here. You're home. Where have you been? Sorry, Mom. I seem to have forgot what happened, but I woke up laying on the ground. Laying on the ground? Izuku, what do you mean? Mother, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna go to my room and lay down for a bit. Deku has felt weird ever since he woke up. Like something has happened to him. He would sense a weird aura coming off of his body, but he wouldn't mind it. He would just lay down and go back to sleep. Since tomorrow was going to be the next day was going to be a few days until the exams to get into UA. Deku would train his physical strength, doing more push-ups than any human has ever, trying to train his physical endurance. At first, this was hard for him, as Deku hadn't really first worked out at all. He was just weak and scrawny, but he would slowly begin to work out. On his way working out, he would see Mirio and All Might cleaning up a beach. He wouldn't know it was All Might or Mirio though, so All Might is in his scrawny form, and he just doesn't know who Mirio is. So he just sees two random people with blonde hair and blue eyes cleaning up a beach. He passes them on his runs. Deku would be stronger and faster in this timeline than he already was in original canon, since he trains his physical endurance. One night, Deku would be walking home from his run, but he would encounter a criminal in an alley. They have a gun for a finger, most likely a gun finger cork, and so Deku is scared. He is corkless. The person sees him and says, "Hey, don't make a move. Hand over anything you've got." Deku is in like a gray hoodie form, it looks like he just woke up and just threw this on to go run. Deku puts his hands in the air, but he has nothing on him. So he tries to turn around to make a bolt for it. The villain shoots at him. "I told you not to make any subtle moves," and begins shooting at him. This is when King Crimson would appear behind Deku. King Crimson! The bullets for Deku would begin to look like it passed more slowly. One of the bullets that was just about to hit him in his back passes through him. It's like as if he can't interact with anything. When he tries to touch anything, he just passes straight through it. Time is then forward, and it appears as if the bullets just went straight through Deku, and it did nothing. The the robber is now scared. What? Deku then turns around, looking at the robber, just as confused. The robber, scared of Deku now, says, I gotta get out of here. I'm going to say that the robber can't, like, everybody in this world can see their stand abilities. Well, no. This is just gonna be like how it should be. Like, nobody can see King Crimson. I might change this in the future, but for now, I'm just not. So, well, no, I'm changing it. Okay. People can see King Crimson, but the robber didn't see King Crimson because King Crimson, like, appeared behind Deku for, like, a split second, screaming King Crimson, like, his own name, and then just faded away. So now then, Deku would begin to train his physical endurance. He would begin trying to test out his new ability, but nothing would work. It seems as if it was just a reflex, and maybe what happened in Deku's mind didn't actually happen. He begins to think that until after another night of walking, he sees the same guy with a few more people. You thought I wouldn't get you back for embarrassing me, huh? They all just run at Deku, with some of them having sharp nail quirks, another having shooting like nails, like shooting things like a porcupine quirk, different things like that. As the one with the porcupine quirk shoots his frills at Deku, the one with the nails quirk, like the long and sharp nails quirk, starts to run at Deku. Deku reacts. King Crimson appearing behind Deku, but this time the robbers get a good look at King Crimson, and so does Deku. King Crimson blocks all of the frills, breaking them. The person with the long nail quirk running at Deku, King Crimson would then use Epitaph itself. And Deku would now see the future of what was going to happen. The person with the nails would run and jump, swiping at him and cutting into him. As Epitaph goes away, the person with the long nails run and jumps, just like in his future that he sees. Then Deku dodges out of the way. The person with the long nails scratching the floor. What's happening? The guy with the gun four fingers then begins to shoot at Deku from afar, along with the guy with the porcupine quirk. King Crimson would then appear in front of Deku. King Crimson! Time would be erased. King Crimson? We've never really heard King Crimson's voice in the anime, but I'm just gonna say that it has like a deep voice. It looks like it just has a deep voice. Deku, I'm your stand ability. King Crimson is what you may call me. I have the ability to see into the future for 10 seconds, and I can also erase time. In this erased time, nothing can interact with you, but you may dodge through everything as possible. For others, it will just seem as if time was skipped. This is my ability to skip time. What? In this moment, Deku would just pass through the bullets and frills, he would walk behind the robbers. Now having a full, like, now having a full oversee on his abilities, he feels confident that he can win. Deku appears behind the robbers. Time is skipped. The bullets and shots just go straight through into a wall. They hear Deku's voice from behind. So, let me test out my new strength. They look behind them and Deku is right behind them. King Crimson appears, barraging one of them and then punching him back. As King Crimson barrages him, it seems like bones are breaking. Deku now knows how strong he is. And as soon as he lands the final punch with King Crimson, the robber's nose breaks. Now the only one left is the guy with the guns and the nail person. The nail person begins to run at Deku, but Deku, the one with the gun for fingers, is frozen in fear. King Crimson picks up a little pebble nearby and just fastballs it towards the one with the nails, hitting them in the head. It even seems as if it sunk through skin. Now then, what am I going to do with you? That's what Deku says. Deku just beats the one with the gun to a pulp. Now the last few days that he has to train, he trains with King Crimson. Seeing how strong he physically is, seeing how fast his stand is, gaining a full ability gouge on Epitaph and Time Eraser. And that's really it. Now he steps towards the doors of UA, ready to take its exam. Hopefully you guys like this part. If this part is successful, I will make a part 2. I really like this, so I hope you guys like it as much as I do. And that's all I really have to say. See you later, my fellow hermits.